Alright, so here we go again, and we're starting this up to see how many bees, how many times does a bee actually sting you for Bumble Blast. This is going to be crucial for our damage calculations later. It looks like it's pseudo random, but not. What we'll do is we'll take the average over time over this, get the best possible. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And he's almost dead. These bees are really interesting. They kind of have a mind of their own, but they're doing some good damage, so can't be too harsh on them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we're sitting pretty at about 5.4, it looks like, maybe 5.3 something. And this might have been a 6. We'll actually do that one again. I'm not sure if that was a 6 or a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so he's doing about 5.3 per go round. In fact, you know what? Let's do one more just to satisfy ourselves that that's what he's doing. Got enough time. So, all right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And he's dead. And we've got one more life. I don't think he's actually going to last 9 more. So, we'll do however many he lasts and then call it quits. I think we're sitting pretty at over 5, but definitely under 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, so more than 2. Okay, so it's just over 5. We're gonna average it at whatever that is. So we're gonna reference this equal to that. Alright, so that's a massive amount of damage over the course of 6.8 seconds. It's pretty insane, I would say. But we're going to go back to Woodborough and just see how much... Oh, did he level up? Oh, he just missed leveling up. That's too bad. Because then, if he leveled up, then we've got a really easy way of seeing what his total health is going to be. But it's okay. We can do that later. Now, I would say that Bubble Blast is the go-to for damage output. He's probably the most we've seen. An interesting thing to note is that he's pretty much ineffective against Starstrike. I haven't actually shown up Starstrike yet because she's a complicated beast, but she is able to deflect all those ranged attacks, and so anything going up against Starstrike really has to be melee. But even then, she's got a great counter attack for that. Um, just the style of play is very different for Starstrike. Alright, so Grilla is gone for now. We don't need him. Actually, should have just kept him here because it was like 10 seconds and good to get the funds. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that was 6. But all right. So let's see how long it takes to do all 10. And 1, 2. Oh, that was slow. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I stopped it after I pressed 10, not the actual after the B's were done. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that was the last B, 7.3 seconds. So there's going to be some differences here. We're just going to take the average, and that'll give us a pretty good estimate of how long it takes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 11 that time. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost and done. 7.4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Oh, I missed the stop button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. 7.4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stop. 7.3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And done. I didn't press start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. 6.9. So the last couple must have been a little bit quick. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stop. 6.9. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stop. No. Oh, I didn't even start it. And I said stop before. I thought I saw all of them gone. It's okay. That was a bad one. 3 more trials. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the B's are done. 7.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And done. 7 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And B's are done. 6.9. Okay, so he's dealing a massive amount of damage per second. I am very, very impressed. Couple that with the fact that he can shoot and move all at once. And these go out relatively far. For a ranged attack, I think that Bumble Blast is our number one by far so far that we've looked at. Now, Bumble Blast, what was I going to do? Okay, so now we got to do is time how long it takes to do just one bee itself. And here we go. Okay, no, I missed the stop. And stop. 3.6 seconds. So we're going to go over here and see how long it takes to do just one bee. 3.6. And here we go. And start. Stop. 3.6. Start. Stop. 3.7. A little bit slow on the stop that time. Start. And stop. 3.7. Again, a little bit slow. Reaction time. All right, and start. Stop. 3.5. That was a little bit better. That's probably what those 3.7s were supposed to be. And start. 3.6. Start. Stop. 3.4. A little bit early on the stop. And start. Stop. 3.6. Start. Stop. 3.7. And start. And stop. 3.7. Okay, so it takes that divided by this. That's how long it takes to do just, oh, that was wrong. It's the other way around. Equals 3.6 seconds per Bumblebee and the number of hits. So it takes 0.7 seconds per hit. That being the case, excuse me, the last hit is going to be when Bumble last shoots his 10th one, because that counts as a hit that we're counting. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract that by that. Oops. The total number of total time that it takes to do those hits. So what we're going to do is equals this minus that times 4. No, it's not going to be times 4. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it is going to be times 4. Excuse me. Okay, so because there's an average of 5.1 hits, what we're going to do is we're going to say that we're going to round that down to 5 hits. Now, that initial hit is the actual shot itself. So that's going to be his Bumble Blast hit number 10. So when that's the case, we want to cut off and see pretty much how much damage is being done if you're just hitting the key as much as possible. So if you do 10 shots, he shoots 10 times, and you stop it on as soon as that last bee leaves his gun and hits him, then what you're leaving is a set of 4 hits, a set of 3 hits, a set of 2 hits, and a set of 1 hit. So you're leaving 10 bee hits on the table, but it's going to take approximately 4 times whatever that is. So that times 4 is going to be 2.8 seconds, but we'll see it anyway. Okay, so 2.8 seconds is the elapsed time that it takes to do those last 10 hits. Now, those last 10 hits comprise of 150 damage per second. So in order to do this, we're doing Bazooka minus blast 10, blast 4 B hits. Okay, that's going to be 15. So what we're going to do is this times 10 times the average number of hits minus that times 10. All right, so it's going to do 622. Now the time itself is going to be what we said before. The initial 7.13 seconds minus that time it takes to do 1 hit times 4 rounds of doing that. What we're going to get is a massive damage per second. Like the hoot loop before. If you remember those last, here we go. So we're just hitting as much as possible, and if you notice, the bees are just boom, 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 boom. Actually, I wonder how many sets of 15 it actually does. So here's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, Okay, so it looks like it's actually, we're counting this wrong. I've been counting this wrong the entire time. So I've been assuming that these B hits will continue to each one of them is doing that amount of damage. Now, what's actually happening is it's just maintaining a steady doom, 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 doom. That actually does a lot less damage per second. So if you just keep hitting it, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it is going faster than you can actually press the button, and it will continue to do so after you stop pressing X. That being the case, I'm gonna count. I'm gonna press this 3 times. So we're gonna do 3 shots and see how many 15s show up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 15s for 3 of them. Equals 15 times 11. Alright, equals that divided by 3. Okay, so it's dealing 55 damage per. Not what we were. Whoa. Let's count that again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. I don't think I hit 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hit 11 last time. Whew. Oh, Bumble Blast, you are a tricky fellow. All right, so let's go to, let's see if there's a stopwatch program that's ingrained on the computer. No, I don't have a stopwatch program ingrained on the computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to stopwatch. Online stopwatch. Okay, so we're going to start this beast. No, that's not really going to help either. Actually, it will help. All right. We're actually using a lot of different types of technology here. Going to get the iPad as well. So hold on one second, please. And we're back. Sort of. So we're setting this up. What's going to happen is there's going to be an iPad using Slow Pro to pretty much slow down and see how much damage actually gets done. Alright, unfortunately it's going to be kind of a pain to get this so that you actually see everything. Okay, so alright, we need to put that right there, I think. Okay, that's perfect actually. Well, actually not perfect. Even then that's not really working. Got that there. Okay, so what I need to do is this, start, and stop, and here we go. So we're recording, and I'm going to start at 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that was 11. Okay, so stop that. We stop that. now we're going to look at our video playback on Slow Pro. Unfortunately, I can't show you this. I'm sure there's a way to get it so that you actually see it, but I can't do that. Okay, so it's starting at 5, 6, 7. It's going. Each one of these seconds is really slow. 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, and that's at 17.8 seconds. 17.8 seconds to 21. And that's 21 hits. I'll watch that one more time. And we'll go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so there's 21 and 17.8 seconds. So, and that's for 11 hits. These are our Slow Pro numbers, and that is pretty much makes it so that you can actually count it really easily. Now, with those Slow Pro numbers, let's get rid of all these fake numbers. They're not actually fake numbers. What was this? Okay. So, doing 21 of them in, excuse me, that's only 7.8 seconds. So you're doing 11 in 7.8 seconds, which actually makes sense because each one of these has a 0.7 second go around. So having one more on top of what we assumed is going to be about right. So at that rate, we're actually supporting this time per 10, because time per 11 is really just the time per 10 plus an additional 0.7 seconds, which actually hits perfectly. So we're doing 21 hits of 15 damage piece. That times 15. So we're doing 315 damage in 7.8 seconds. So that's a massive difference than what we assumed it was. That was a poor assumption on my part. I wish I'd thought about it and actually done it a little bit more. So what we need to do is we need to, you're pretty much getting, I would say, you're getting two hits per shot. That being the case, they stick around afterwards for those extra 10 hits. Not 10 hits. Those extra 4 hits. So it's going to be, if we just wanted to do 10 without those 4 hits. Now we'll go back to what we were doing initially first. Okay. So this is going to be 15, and the damage is going to be this right here. And that's going to maintain that rate right there. Okay, so 44 damage per second. That is much more believable. Our initial one had each one of those bees continuing to hit the mannequin, so it'd be like boom, 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 like rather than just boom, 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 boom. So it's pretty much going at a very quick rate, but it's definitely not going at Gorilla Drilla rate. And that's probably a good thing, because it would be absolutely ridiculous if it did as much damage as I was assuming earlier, incorrectly assuming, I might add. So now what we got to do is the Bazooka minus those last 4 bee hits. So what it's going to be is this subtracting 4 sets of 15, which is really just 60. and it's also gonna take a hit in the time as well. So it's only gonna you're gonna be subtracting the same amount of time. So if you were just to continue pressing X, you're getting a rate of nearly 60 damage per second, which is much more believable. It's not off the scale ridiculous, and it's not just so low it doesn't make any sense either. That's a very good estimate on how much it actually does. Get rid of those. Oops. Actually can't. Okay, so that was a lot of math to get a result, which unfortunately wasn't as cool as I was hoping it was going to be. It'd be sweet if it was dealing 170 damage per second, but that's pretty ridiculous. I could say that actually Gorilla Drilla might be along those lines. He's got an amazing punch, but it's very restrictive. He can't move and punch, which is definitely a problem. So here we are. We're going to get a whole bunch of money here. Gorilla Drilla mining away. Oh, I apologize. I switched my screen over to the stopwatch rather than continuing to monitor chat. So I'll do that as soon as we're done mining here. Just a couple more seconds. Is the price right? Too bad Gorilla can only maintain 65,535 monies. Okay, so that was fun. Thanks, Gorilla. Appreciate your service. Back out of there. Alright, so Bumble Blast got a very solid first bazooka, his first attack. It's definitely a solid first attack. So let's Honey Beacon. Alright, so I actually didn't do the honey attack. That one's actually not too exciting. That one's just if you have honey on it, they're just gonna fly there no matter what, which is pretty excellent, but nothing crazy. Okay, so the honeyed targets, that's gonna make it more intense. We'll get one of those, and we'll also buy the honey mine, the hive mine, excuse me. And then what's this last one? Angry bees or painful stings? Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. I'll probably upgrade them to 17 rather than 15. Okay, so they're still dealing just 15. And what I meant, there's the mine itself. Just chilling. Looks like you can have a couple on the screen all at once. It's about 3 that you can have all at once. See how long they last. Okay, so they do expire after a time. Alright, so here's the honey. It deals 15. And if you were to just, this is not what you want to do, but if you were to just spam the honeys, then that's what we'll be checking for right here. It's not going to be this is not going to be a good rate. It's not going to be something that you actually want to do because it goes in tandem with the bees themselves, because the bees do now 19, vice just a little bit. So, all right, so 15, excuse me. So here we go. Let's do some honey action and see how long it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.6 seconds. So pretty terrible. 7.6. This deals 15. So we're getting an excellent rate of 5 damage per second. Not about 6. And let's keep going. 1, 2. Oops, that was the wrong button. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.6. And here we go again. Oh, hey, Mikester, appreciate the leveling up Bumble Blast, but that actually doesn't do anything for attacks. His attacks are going to remain the same. All it's going to do is increase his health. So that's something we discovered early on, and Bumble Blast is excellent. In fact, we can level him up real quick just to see what his rate is, and I'll illustrate the point. So if you look, that's what a bee does. It deals 15 damage each time. And so we'll go to level real quick and check that out. Mount Cloud Break, we'll just go to Cascade Glade. Cascade Glade is kind of the go-to. Yeah, so the problem is that leveling up, it does a lot for health, but it actually does nothing for anything else. There's no reason to level up other than just to get additional health, and that does help out. And obviously you want a level 20 Skylander to face against your friends or story mode or whatnot, and there are some really good ways to get a level 20 person, level 20 Skylander very, very quickly, but it's not for what we're doing here. What we're doing is purely attacks and seeing which Skylander has the best attacks. And then after that, then you can budget out which Skylander has the best attacks, but also in conjunction with having the best health and effective health when you take into effect armor. I would love to see an online mode. I would love to see it. Right now, the only way that you could play with your buddies is to have them come over and battle each other, which is great, but how great would it be? And I think that's something that's probably going to happen in the next Skylanders, just because if people want to play against their friends, people want to play against each other. I mean, you look at other very successful games that are kind of along the leveling up and play against your friends type mentality, and you arrive at like things like Pokemon, and there we go. So leveling up, and we'll go back to Woodborough, and I'll show you that he doesn't actually get a bonus. Oh, I should get his rate real quick. I didn't notate that down. Do you remember seeing what his new health level is? You remember seeing that? If not, I'll find it in just a second. But gotta go through these cutscenes. But what about you? Would you want to see that online mode? Now, the Soul Gem Stealth Elf Soul Gem is probably the most ridiculous I've ever seen. I think you're 100% right with that. When me and my buddy play against each other, Stealth Elf is the one, especially when you just start doing her acrobatic jump out of the way, like you just run away and you get full health. The only thing is, when you're going up against something that has a shift base, it's pretty much insanity. The shift base is nearly as broken as you can get in the Skylander realm. The shift base, you get 3 lives, pretty much. So let's say you have 1,000 health and plus some like hard armor, so it's like maybe even 1,100 worth of health. So that's 1,100 damage that you have to do starting off. And then you get the shift base 3 times that. So, oh man, I second that entirely. Online mode with a rank system, oh, that'd be insane. Okay, so let's see his stats real quick. So he's got up to 352, so that gives him a rate of 32. He's going to be a beast and a half. So he's got 960 health at level 20, and that's all that level 20 actually gets him. Now we go over here, and I'll show you that it dealt 15 damage before. It's going to deal 15 damage right now, and see, it deals 15 damage. So the actual leveling up, all it does is provide you more health, which is absolutely excellent when you're um, when you're facing each other. Like, I would never want to use a level 1 versus a level 20. It's just insanely hard to beat. However, I think that's why the if you go to, let's see, level select, what's it called? I forgot. It's like fair play or something. Battle arena. Okay, so fair fight. So I think that just makes it so that the attacks are at the same amount. So let's say that you have a level 1 guy facing a level 20. So if that level 1 guy deals 10 damage, that's not going to do very much to the level 20 guy. Whereas the level 20 guy is still going to do that 10 damage, but it's going to be a lot more against like 320 health by 960. So this is going to be like 196th or whatnot. Whereas it's going to be like 1/30th of the level 1 health. So it's a pretty big difference. So I think that fair fight just tailors the attack down to it. But yeah, and especially if there was like a rank system, oh, that'd be awesome. I like the rank systems that they have and everything. It's cool to be like, oh yeah, now you have more Skylanders, so now you're like, you rank up and everything. But how great would it be to have that in the online community where you could compare and contrast and beat your friends? So I want to get back to this this honey, what's it called? Honey splatter, honey glob. There we go. Honey glob. We got a couple more trials to go through, so I want to get this done and move on to the next thing with Bumble Blast. See how good he is. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 7.9. All right, the way, kind of like a League of Legends style where we ban 3 characters each and then pick one. That's excellent. And you know what? I completely agree with that. I think that you pretty much need to ban shift base. You need to almost ban rattle top because his what's it called? The little scorpion pal. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Or the deputy rattle shift, deputy rattle, whatever that's called, ridiculous. When you're playing against a foe and you can't move, I mean, it makes it a lot less fun. And that's even against guys that have dashes and whatnot. It just slows them down. And the shift base, in addition to giving you 3 times whatever effective health you have, it gives you a sweet dash. It's like one of the best dashes, if not my favorite dash in the game. And then you couple that with the fact that it shoots from that dash. And then add on to that, if that wasn't enough, that shot actually makes them, slows them down. That's just, it's ridiculous. It's not even something that can do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.9. And I think that, I mean, shift base is amazingly fun to play with, but it makes the game so long, especially if you have 3 lives. I'm not talking about the shift base gives you 3 lives. Like if you're not playing like just sudden death where you only have one opportunity, if you're giving them 3 lives and they have 3, you're pretty much 9 lives versus 3. It's ridiculous. However many lives you want to set the limit to on the battle mode, it gets 3 times that, and that's just it's insane. It's not even close. Some of the bases that I really like, I pretty much like bases that have a dash, but invulnerability is pretty nice too. So when you use Rubble Rouser, that's pretty cool too. I haven't actually got a chance to really start using him against my buddy, but I really like the invulnerability. Knockout Terrafin is pretty solid too. I like Terrafin just because he can sail underneath the ground and he's invulnerable that entire time. But there are some ridiculous ones out there, and then you pair them against things that are just solid. Like for instance, who's just a solid guy? I mean, Flame Slinger, for instance, or you just do like Blast Zone or Magna anything. I really like Magna Shift for the game itself. It's pretty much insane. It gives you 3 times whatever Magna has, and Magna just tosses out damage. Plus, you can roll around with that magnet on top of your head, and it's ridiculous. But I completely agree about the online mode and having a rank system. So, all right, got to get back to doing this honey glob here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.7. Are there any particular characters? Which characters did you guys ban? Mike Esther. I think Mikester is better. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.6. Yeah, this rate is just horrendous, but you'd never use just spamming the honey glob. It would be honey glob right into B, and they get a lot more damage output. So here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, one of the things that we're really trying to push with our with this kind of competitive guide that we're trying to put out about the Skylanders themselves is we're really trying to push this kind of league idea where you can get together and have a whole bunch of people playing, kind of like Super Smash Brother tournaments in the day. It'd be kind of like that, only you bring your own and you play against them. You wear whatever hat they want, and then you go from there. We'll have a hat guide too about which hat actually is the most impressive. And here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.6. Alright, so... Oh, so you've... Wait, so you play with Stealth Elf too? Oh, I love Stealth Elf. I have a Dark Stealth Elf that I love. Flame Slinger is very, very interesting. I like her because her kind of solar flare mode is really interesting. Cinder is by far one of my favorite for the game itself. The invulnerability again is just awesome. They did tone it down from Skylanders Giants because I seem to remember in Skylanders Giants it being just straight, like, yeah, you could just fly under anyone and not take any damage. Now they made it a little bit more, so if you try and go under like a gear golem or a flame golem, fire golem, excuse me, then it's going to still do some damage to you. I'm not a big fan of that, but it's not too bad. Man, I'm getting like a whole bunch of texts right now. So, I've never played with Voodooed. My buddy likes him a lot. He's very interesting. He's got those kind of mine-like things. Who else is pretty fun to play with? Double Trouble. He's pretty cool too. And if you play story mode with him, all you gotta do is like keep putting out his little doubles, and it doesn't really do any damage to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.7. So there we are with the awesome 5.8 honey glob damage per second if you just continue to use it. Now I think the best thing to go from here is see how long one honey glob lasts. So what we'll do is honey glob. Ooh, no, we'll put that down here. Okay, so it's going to just deal 15 damage, and we're going to see how long it actually sits down. There's not a dash attack per se, but it has an effect that lasts for a couple seconds. So here we go. And wait until it stops being honeyed. 9.5 seconds. I think I hit that a little bit soon though. Oh, Star Strike. By the way, if you know how to play Star Strike, I I make it my point, my lot in life to try and come up with a good way to handle Star Strike. It is just intensely tough. The number of ways you can handle different styles of play. So anything that has range, you pretty much win because the ranged attacks deal nothing against you. So it has to be a melee centric guy, and you have to have a melee guy that has a really good dash because it's very difficult to get through Star Strikes and around that comet thing that she does. I don't know what that's called, where she flings the comet out and it becomes like 100 and some odd damage strike every time, and that's just like you just keep doing that. The other thing is against the melee player, you just put up those little comets that like rain down damage, and so anytime they come in to do damage to you, it's very difficult for you to actually like combat against that. Ooh, bash. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. The people that I've found are most effective against Star Strike are actually Stealth Elf, because you can roll in there real quick, deal a bunch of damage, and then roll out of there, and then wait and just bounce around and avoid, and then you're back up to full health, and then you roll back in and deal some damage. And it is probably the worst like to play against. Like that matchup is just so boring. Not boring, but it's just not as like, hey, let's do this. It's like, well, I'm gonna do a little bit and then I'm gonna run away and not let you hit me, and it's a pain in the butt. I'm gonna have to try that bash though. Take you up on that. I haven't played too much with bash at all. I'm more of a fan of Slobbertooth, even though Slobbertooth is not all that exciting in there. Let's do another one of these honey globs real quick. Now, it's almost 10 seconds worth of honey glob action, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, that was 10.1. Oh, I can't actually put it in there. 10.1. All right, we'll make the average go over here, and we'll do another one. So, what characters do you guys have removed from your league that you're not allowed to use? I would say that shift base is 10.5. Man, I'm all over the place here. I'd say the shift base is probably like the number one. You see, Slobbertooth mechanics are very. They do a lot less. 10.5 again. They do a lot less in the one-on-one mode, but it's awesome to play in story mode. Like, just a lot of fun to be able to swallow someone and then you either get a little bit of life from them or shoot them off the grid. And that's one of the things I love about Magna Shift in the game. You can just pick someone up and toss them over, especially on Nightmare mode. The one thing about Slobbertooth that I'm not a fan of is the fact that his tail earthquake is something that you have to do like behind you. I like kind of charging in and doing it, which is kind of a pain, but it could be worse. I can see why it's a little bit boring though. It's kind of just there and not really doing not a lot of anything really. It's just kind of he's just Slobbertooth, and you can't really use his mechanics. Use his mechanics in the battle room, his best mechanics anyway. Because I mean, think about it. If you swallow a person in the battle arena, and it's like, well, they're dead. Like, okay, next. Swappers, giants, regular characters. Okay. All right. So you guys have different modes. That's a good way to do it too. Have like a swap only type, one that you can use giants in, and then just like a subset where it's just regular characters. I think that's a good way to do it. You can also do like a tournament where it's like all of them. Giants have been severely, I think they've been severely like toned down, I guess would be the word. They're just so slow. Or the ones that I've played with against in the battle. I haven't played all of them. I haven't got up to that, but it's been like, I remember them being in giants and them being the milk. They were just 10.2. They were awesome, but now they're so big and they take up so much screen. It's very easy for bad guys to kind of get in there and well, bam, you know. And then your awesome giant is just at the mercy of someone that's not as adept. I think that having those in the battle mode, kind of keeping them separate, is a great way of doing it. It's a great organization technique that I didn't think of. To be fair, we've never really had more than just 2 or 3 of us playing. We've never had a chance to get like a league going, but it'd be great if here in Virginia we'd be able to get that started up here. Yeah. And kind of something you got to have that infrastructure for. I think in general the Skylander community is getting close to that. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. 10.4, 10.4, not 1.4. And as boring as this is I like going through this and actually coming up with ways to compare characters, because there's no real good way. It's like styles of play that is the best way to compare, and that's great. But I like to also see, hey, who actually does the most. If you got someone that is dealing 100 damage per second with their swings, that's much better than dealing 60 per second, even if the 60 per second looks cool. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, who else there are some that I blatantly just my buddy actually, he those are the ones that he generally tries to like, just so that we kind of complement each other. It's pretty awesome. I got the Dark Edition when Swap Force just came out, which was a very good buy. I think it's kind of cool to have that extra little bit. 10.3. All right, so that deals about 10 seconds. So if you were to use that and then go straight into Bazooka. Excuse me. All right, so to actually do one honey glob, it's about 0.77 seconds. So if we add that on to our Bazooka, then we can okay, so it's Hungry Bees. That's how we're doing this. So it's 15, but what it's going to be is 19. Excuse me, 19. So what that's going to be is 19 equals that times the 21 down here. Oh, what? Excuse me. This should be times 20 minus 1. Okay, I did this programming wrong real quick. I should change the digits a little bit. All right, so yes, that's better. Times M27 minus 1 right here. All right, so that's dealing 380 instead of 300. Pretty solid, but the time is going to be equals to that plus the honey glob divided by 10. So that's 7.9 seconds. So it does deal more damage, but not a tremendous amount. So now we're gonna come down here and do Hungry Bees or Bazooka plus Hungry Bees minus last 4. Okay. So what this is going to be is 19, and then this is going to be that minus that times 4, and the time is going to be equals this minus that. All right, so this almost deals 60 damage per second. I'd say you can round up successfully to 60 damage per second with the Bazooka plus the Hungry Bees minus those last 4 hits. So it'd be you honeycomb, and then you just do this as much as possible. Just keep going, and what's nice is it lasts the entire time, because the amount of time that honey is on them is great. All right, well, it was good to good to catch you to stop by. Feel free to stop by anytime. This will be posting. You can watch it back to see what type of statistics we ended up with. All right, so we'll head back over to the... Oh, gotta do hive mind now. Okay, so hive mind, if you just were to keep going at it, so the most it could do, does it deal 80 and then 60? No, it just does 60. 8 and then 60. Why does it deal 8? Just deals 60 there. 8 and then 60. Okay, so if you plop it out onto one of them, then it deals that 8. Otherwise, it just deals 60. Okay, so let's see how long it takes to do one hive mind. And it's dealing 60. We're going to deal actually 68, assuming that it actually hits the person. So let's go ahead and do this. And stop. 1.4 seconds. 1.4. And here we go again. And 1.4. And we'll come closer a little bit. And here we go again. And 1.4. On point with this one. And here we go again. 1.3. 1.4. I like the ones that take only like a second. It's a lot quicker. 1.3. 1.3. 1.2. Oops. 1.2. 1.2. And that actually didn't do any damage to him. So we'll go this and done. 1.2. Okay. So hive mind is dealing this equals 1 point that. So hive mind is actually dealing almost more damage than Bazooka. Interestingly enough, it looks like hive mind is going to be better than doing the honey glob. Now the honey glob does travel a while, so that's something to take into account. But if you're in close, that hive mind deals a lot more, especially if you're right there. Now if it only deals 60, we'll go down here and see how much it does if it just deals that 60 rather than having them like spitting it right onto them. So that's going to be the same right there. And so it deals only 45. So it definitely is worth your while to get that initial hive mind out there. And we can do some Bazooka in right here. Insert some of those. So it definitely is worth your while. We'll go. Plus hive mind. Minus the last 4. So that's going to be 19. So this is going to be equal to this plus 45. Because it's dealing an additional 45 over the... we're just going off the 60 down here. We're not going off the 68. We're going to assume that the hive mind, you just got them on it. So it's going to deal... No, we're gonna go with the 68. Actually, come to think of it, that's gonna be better for us. Okay, so this is gonna be 5.1 plus. It's about 0.7, but actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reference this plus the time it takes to do one of these, which is 1.31. So that deals 63, just over 63 damage per second. So it's slightly better if you're right nearby to do one of these and then straight into bees. Bees, 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 bees. Now, that being the case, let's go over here and get another powerful stings upgrade. That's going to increase all of our stuff. Let's get rid of this row. We'll move all these up. Control X, Control V. Okay. No, we don't want to do that, actually. Okay, so Honey Beacon, that's not going to do anything for us. But Painful Stings, that is going to do some stuff for the actual damage that it does. Honey Buzz Blast, those are all charge attacks, and that's just going to be something that it's going to be kind of like the Tree Rex has that bird that you can upgrade to, and it just deals damage there. Okay, so now they start out dealing 17. So what we're going to do is Bazooka plus Painful Stings. Okay, so that's going to deal 17 per. And that equals... that equals 20 times this, and it's not at 1.3 seconds, it's at 7.13 seconds. So it bumps it all the way up to almost 50 per. Now let's see how much it does with some honey on it. So there's the honey, and now they're dealing 22. So we'll go Bazooka, plus Honey Glob, plus Painful Stings. Actually, plus Hungry Bees, but so that's a lot of upgrades. And see what that Bazooka does. It deals 22 per. So this Bazooka plus the Hungry Bees minus the last 4 hits. We're not doing that. We're doing just the Hungry Bees up there, pretty much. So it deals... Now, Hungry Bees only does that plus... hold on. Actually, this is plus an additional... plus the additional Honey Glob amount. So, this Bazooka is going to be 20 times 22 plus that additional 15 for the Honey Glob. And then it's going to take the same amount of time, so that's 7.9, which is really just the 7.13 plus that extra 0.7 seconds. And then we're going to see how much average that does. I'm going to guess it's just cracking on 70. Whoa, okay, so not all that excellent, actually. It just bumps it up to near to 60. I thought making those 22 versus 19 is going to be a little bit more of an upgrade. I guess I was mistaken. But we haven't done the minus the last hits, so we're going to go Control C, Control V, and then minus the last hits. Last 4 hits. Okay, so again, we're doing 22, and then we're going to be doing equals that minus that times 4, and we're going to be doing it at a rate of, oh, what's our rate? That, oh, plus that additional, that divided by 10. 5.1 seconds. Hopefully this cracks some 70. 72. Alright, so he's finally above 72. If you pretty much get honey on him and start, well, not that way of getting honey on him, but you You get honey on them, and then you start just going. And you just keep going, and then if you were to stop, these individual last couple, if you count those, then it brings the rate down. If you don't count them and you just plan on continuing to press that X button and keep getting those bees on target, then you're going to find that it deals a lot more damage. It's going to deal at 72 damage per. So there's a pretty solid amount of information about Bumble Blast. I thought he was a lot better starting out. I apologize for that that misnomer. I should have just gone with the statistics rather than aggregating them. So that being the case, let's take off that Bumble Blast and get on to someone new. We talked about Stealth Elf a little bit, so I'm a little bit intrigued to see how Stealth Elf handles things. So let's go out like this. Copy, and we'll go create a copy. We will save that. Back to this, and we will rename this to Stealth Elf. Dark Stealth Elf. And come up here. Life, and she is maxed out because she is awesome, but it's okay. I love this character, but it's about time that I start over with her. So go down to manage and reset, and here we go. Well, might as well look at this. Stats 835, not great. Great speed though, not very much armor. But that's all mitigated by her soul gem, which is ridiculous. Getting 15 health every couple seconds, actually ridiculous. It's not fair at all in any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so we've got our stats. 270. We don't have her rate. It's definitely not 32 though. Her speed is 50. Definitely one of the top. 12 armor, not very great. She's got a bunch of critical hit though, so that always helps. It's not something that we're going to take into account here, but you can add that extra 10% in. It's pretty much just you take, well, so you take your final amounts and then you multiply them, and then you can get that from there. All right, so let's delete these things, and that's wrong. Okay, and we'll go delete and delete and delete, and then we'll just morph these back up. Okay, well, that's no good. Okay, Control Z. Let's go through here and Alright, so we've got all those. Don't need those two numbers. Don't need these three numbers. And we'll go times 10. Back up to it, and we'll roll those down. And OP. Well, we'll do those later on. Okay, so let's see what type of upgrade she has. So initially she has Blade Slash. Okay, and we're going to go with the combo times 3. Because it's a XXX, and that kind of deals a damage. We'll see how much this the rate Blade Slash regular. And then let's go over here to stealthier decoy. we'll see how long that lasts. Stealthy or decoy. Okay, so there's a little decoy there. Straw Pook Scarecrow. So it's kind of a decoy right there. Doesn't really do anything more than that, but we'll I don't think it starts spinning around and dealing damage yet. Okay, Dragon Fang Dagger. We'll do that. Blade Slash. Oops, Blade Slash. Times 3 plus Dragon Fang. Dagger. Dragon Fang. Dagger. Upgrade. Spelled upgrade wrong. And then this is the acrobatics are awesome. Love those to death. That's more damage. This health is great, and the tiger, we can do that. But we're just gonna get these baseline attacks done. Stealth Elf is one of my favorite characters. Okay, so that deals 28, 28, and 28. So 28, 28. So if you just press X 3 times, that's what's going to happen. Now let's just try doing it. Okay, so this is probably going to be a better rate, but it doesn't go all the way around. So we'll start off with doing that combo times 3 times 9, and that deals 28. Okay, so combo times 3. Let's see it. Hold on. And 1, 2, 3. 3.9 seconds. And 1, 2, 3. 3.7 seconds. And 1, 2, 3. 4 seconds. That was on my part. And 1, 2, 3. 4 seconds. And 1, 2, 3. 3.9. 1, 2, 3. 3.8. And 1, 2, 3. 4 seconds. And 1, 2, 3. 3.9. And 1, 2, 3. And 3.9. And last one. 1, 2, 3. 3.7. Okay. So, not too bad. That's a pretty solid rate for an initial attack, that's for sure. She does disappear. Look at that. Ooh, decoy. Doesn't deal any damage. But there is a combo that happens if you if you're in that, and then you come out and deal 60. So, and you just deal some damage right there. Okay, so here I'm gonna try doing it without getting that combo. Just those 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's really doing it 5 times to get that initial 10. Okay, so let's see how long that takes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's way too many. I just need to do it 5 times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4.2 seconds. So slightly better of a rate it looks like. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.8. And 1. No, pressed it too many times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.7. Getting better. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and 3.5. There we go. That seems about right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.3. Let's go back up to these high ones up here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.3. And 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.3. And 1, 2. Oh man. And 1, 2. No. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.3. And 1, 2. No. And oops. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3.4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.5. Okay, so that's a much better rate actually. I didn't know that, so that's good news because previously I'd been using Stealth Elf by continuing to do her. That it's much better if you just do. You just keep doing that. Those small strikes, much better. Interesting though, because I would have thought that continuing to do that combo was better, but it's not. Rolling around like that. Okay, no big deal. So let's roll into our next couple awesome things to do, and oh bummer. Gorilla shift.
There's a drill, there's a way.
Ready to go. Oh, that shift base is just so mean. I think that this is something that I'm not allowed to use right now. I think it's already expired. I think I already. No? Okay, nice. In that case, we'll get to it. Come over here and start getting used to this. Try and do a bunch of damage rather than try and do the combo. Gonna get a lot of coins. Like always, would have gotten more if I stopped doing that combo. I can't. Old habits die hard. Alright, that's it. Thanks for your time, Gorilla Shift. We appreciate you. Alright, so one thing that's going to be awesome about Stealth Elf is her speed, and especially when you get her dash involved. We'll go ahead and get some of these things. The Straw Pook. I don't think that actually does any damage, but we'll see. Dragon Fang Dagger. Let's see how much those do with the Blade Slash, and then we'll go Arboreal Acrobatics. And that's it. So these are just awesome. I love doing this. It's great. It's so fast. Move from point A to point B. You're dealing 34 per. So that makes it awesome. So we're going 34 go on and remember times 9 equals that times 9. I thought it was better to do that, but it's not. So it takes 3.88 seconds to do that. Excellent. And then we're going to do blade slash reg with dragon fang. Whoa, excuse me. Okay, so again, we're doing 34 per. That's dealing 340, but it takes that much time. So that is dealing 101 damage per second with just one upgrade. Okay, so turns out that it looks like if you can just continue to do this without doing the combo, you are doing about as much damage as you can per second, especially if you just hit it on the money like this. Nope, that's too much. So if you can do that, you are doing outrageously good. If you end up doing the combo, you're still doing all right, but it's just not as good. All right, so let's go over and see the scarecrow. So the scarecrow does nothing. Actually, nothing. It sits there. It's pretty. The scarecrow does nothing. All right, so let's cruise back over here, get a couple more upgrades. Let's see how much we can get up to. We'll get the scarecrow with I don't know if they actually do blades on this one or not. Okay, so that's definitely one way to do it, but this has a bunch more attacks, so I want to go down that road. So poison spear, I don't know if I have enough for both of those, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Elvish Sunblade, just because they look cool. No, I'm just kidding. But because I want to see them do some excellent damage. Let's see what their effect is on Blade Slash. I don't know what this is. Magical Blade. Fight alongside of you. That's interesting. So those, they still don't do anything. They just last longer now. Scarecrows don't do anything. All right, now these are doing 38 damage per second. So let's do Blade Slash. Combo with Sunblades. Upgrade. And Blade Slash regular with Sunblade. Okay, so this is 38. This is 38. This is just equals that times 9, not times 10. And that's also dealing 3.88, and that's dealing 113 damage. That is one of the most we've seen, I've seen personally. And a lot of these are that extra critical hit. But if you can just keep doing this, you're doing some massive damage. You get that combo in there, it's not as good, but it's not terrible. If you can just do this, you're doing excellent right there. That is a massive amount of damage per second right there. All right, so she can bounce around. She's doing awesome like that. Now XXB, XX that, XX that, does combo. That's interesting. I don't know how to handle that because that deals 3 sets of. I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna go down here and call that the poison mist combo. All right, so it's dealing. Well, now it's dealing 38 per. So we're gonna go poison mist combo with the sunblades. So it deals 38, 38, and then 38 again. So it's equals this times 3 plus an additional 45 times 3, I think. Nope. Okay, so here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and no. I missed it. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. All right, Slow Pro. Here we go. Get you back online, Slow Pro, and we will watch you go to see how long it takes. Don't know why microphone access is required to. Can't use the microphone. I don't know why. What the Foxtrot? What is going on? General? Sound maybe? iTunes and App Store, music, books. Not showing up on here though. Oh, there it is. Slow Pro. I wonder why I can't see anything right now. Well, can't do it. So we're just gonna have to pay attention. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think it's just 1, 2, 3. Yep. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep, so it deals another plus 3 times 45. Alright, so let's see how long it takes to do this awesome combo. And here we go. 2.3 seconds. Woo! Poison Mist. Pretty great. 2.3. And we'll keep going. Oops. So we got. Oh no. Didn't press the right button. 2.3. Oof. Pretty quick. 2.5. 2.2. And 2.6. 2.4. 2.4. 2.2. That's why we do an average. Nope. start that one. Oops. Oh, wow, man. 3.7 is not right. That was probably two of them added together. 2.3 and 2.4. Okay, so we'll reference T23 equals T23. 106 damage per second. So that is pretty excitingly good. But again, that's with the blade slash. So poison mist combo, pretty solid. It does a farther range than the rest of the stuff. Whoa. Okay, that's gonna have to have a slow pro because I don't know how to capture that many. Yeah, that's way too much. That's way too many hits for me to actually count them. That being the case, I think is that everything we can do right here. I think that's everything we can do. So she is pretty outstanding. I think that that second combo is going to be awesome as well. And coming out of things like being invisible, that deals extra damage. Now, whether or not she takes damage while being invisible, I think she does, if I remember correctly. But I'm not sure if it's the eyeballs or the decoy that takes the damage. So we'll have to find that out. So, that being the case, I think it's time to head on to a different guy. We'll have to start out with, let's see, Sprocket's always a fun one. Let's see how Sprocket does. But actually, first we got to do a couple things real quick. We got to move and copy this over to here. Save this beast. Head back over here. And then make our changes. So, heavy, G-A-V-Y, duty, Sprocket. Tech. And let's see what her... Oh, well, first we got to reset her.
Nice specs.
So we'll do that. Start deleting some of these other things getting in our way. Steals times 10. That's what we want it to be. And then we're going to delete all these info. Actually, it's probably just faster if I do one of these. Delete. And then we'll get rid of that, and then rename this to Heavy Duty Sprocket. Alright, so she is completely ready to get her stats done, and she's at, a balmy 240 health. Not very much. 43, normal speed, very good armor. Very not much critical hit, and we got that typical elemental power right there of 25. So, not too bad, not too good. And we'll check out her upgrades. Wrench Whack. Okay, so Wrench Whack regular, just like we did before, and we'll do Wrench Whack times 3, Whack combo times 3. So this one's is going to be equal that times 9. And then we'll go to Turret Gun-O-Matic. Now, Turret Gun-O-Matic. And we'll do Auto Turret version 2. Okay. And she's actually pretty complicated. Bouncing Betties. Alright, so 2 turrets at once, that's not all that exciting, and tanks a lot. Drivable assault tank. Okay, so those are all good things to have, but some of these are going to end up being down in the dash attacks to see how long they last. So this deals 30, 30, 30, and then 75. So this is just dealing 30. This is dealing 30 equals, not minus, equals 30. So it's actually going to be 60. 60 plus 75. Plus 75. 135. And we're going to be doing that times 3. Because that's the total amount. Alright, so let's see how long it takes to do her wrench whack 10 times without getting that combo going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't start this, dang it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I held it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 seconds. Even 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6.2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6.3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6.1. Oops. Man, I'm totally messing this up. 6.1. And we'll reset. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6.1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5.8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6.2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6.2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5.9. Alright, so it's nearly 50 damage per second if you do that. And let's see if we can do the combo 3 times. And 1, 2. 1, 2. No. I messed that up. And 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 7.2 seconds. I don't think that's going to be a better rate. We'll see though. 7.2. Let's look at it. Oh, it is slightly better. Okay. And 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, I was holding it, but it didn't do it. And 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 7.2. Nice. A couple more trials. 1, 2. Nope, that was 3. And 1, 2. Nope, that was 3. And nope. Start that early. 1, 2. Nope, that was 3. And 1, 2. And man, I'm not good with that extra one. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. Dang it. And 1, 2. You know what? I'm just going to do one of them. We'll just do one. 1, 2. If I can do one of them. 1, 2. I can't do it. 1, 2. 2.2 seconds. And we'll just do equal to that. And here we go. Didn't stop it. 2.3. Oh man, I'm having trouble today. And 1, 2. 2.3. 1, 2. 2.4. 1, 2. 2.5. And 1, 2. 2.2. And 1, 2. 2.2. And 1, 2. 2.1. And 1, 2. 2.1. And 1, 2. 2.2. Alright, so, wow, an even 60 damage per second. So it is more profitable to do that wrench whack.
It's building time.
So let's see how long it takes to build this. Pretty slow.
Got the right tool for the job.
Huh. Wonder what good that does. Huh. How did I get in it just a second ago?
Something for you. Deal with this.
How in the world did I get in it? Oh man.
The numbers are building.
Should have paid more attention. B. Climb inside by pressing B. I did that. I don't get it. Alright, we'll see.
It's building time. Gear up for battle.
So I guess you just gotta aim. Oh, I got a phone call. Hello, is Alex? Yes, it is. Sorry about that, gentle folks. I was had to take that call, but I'm back, and currently you are just watching me just chilling in that good old turret. So that turret looks like it lasts for a little bit. So let's see how long it takes for good old Sprocket to make one of these turrets. So a turret gun-o-matic. And we'll go from start to stop, how long it takes to build, and turret to build, we'll do that, and then turret last will be the other one. Okay, so we'll go just turret build to start out with, and here we go.
Deal with this.
No, okay, I gotta hold it down. Done. 2.4. Okay, so
It's building time.
2.4. Okay, so here we go again, and I think I tried to build the turret too close to it.
Building time. Something for you.
Yeah, so it needs to be an open space.
Deal with this.
And stop. 2.5. And oops. Start.
It's building time.
And stop. 2.5. And start. And stop. 2.5. And start. And stop. 2.4. Start.
Deal with this.
And stop. 2.5. And start. And stop. 2. Ooh, whoa, I stopped way too soon. That was 1.0. It doesn't take that long. Let's start. And stop. 2.5. 2 more trials. And here we go. And start. And stop. 2.4. And start. And stop. 2.4. Okay, so we got 2.5 seconds to make that turret. Let's see how long it lasts now. Looks like it is just gonna indefinitely go. Nope, doesn't indefinitely go. Okay, excellent. That's good news. I was gonna say, well, it's a little bit intense. All right, so let's go from start to finish. I don't think I'm gonna do 10 trials of this because it's gonna take forever and a half. Here we go, and start.
Something for you.
And now the waiting game. See how long this takes. Anyone know any good jokes? I can tell you my favorite. So there's 3 elephants falling from the sky. 2 of them land on land, 1 of them in the water. But splash. 20.08. Oh, 20.8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. Here we go again. Alright. Oh, that gives me a kind of, I can watch the clock for a little bit and start getting close rather than like being like, oh, and now, and now. Alright, so it should be any second now. Wait for it. Kaboom. 20.8 on dot again. Alright, let's do like a couple more and then we'll call it a day on this one. We'll do 5. This is just, it just takes a long time. Alright, so 20.7. Here we go again. Alright, just doing a bunch of damage. 20.8. Alright, like that. And here we go again. Last go round for how long the turret lasts. $20.7. Alright, so what we can do is take how long it takes to build the turret and subtract that from the total number of time the turret is out there, and then we'll see how much damage it actually does. So Um, actually, I'll just count.
Something for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61. I counted 61 that first time, so we'll see if that's the case. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 I think 60 is probably more realistic. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 58 that time. Not right. I think I was missing some towards the end there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. And
Deal with
a couple more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Alright, I'm going to guess that since I missed some on this one, and it seems like I'm right around 60, that it's dealing 60 per. So, equals 60. 60 times 7, so 420 times 7. And then it's going to be equal to time that, subtract that. So it's dealing only 22 damage per second. Not great. So it's pretty much doing 3 of those. 3 per second. Not great. Not terrible. But it's a turret. So there it is. Okay, so turret Gun-O-Matic. Auto turret version 2. We'll see how much that does. And get in on that action. So I think we got to roll into a different level real quick. Yeah, we'll just do this. Cascade Blade, our favorite. There we are, just waiting for Chaos and his cutscenes.
I don't disagree,
I love
Lord
his
Chaos,
cutscenes.
but is the bottom part really necessary?
Yeah. No, you fools! You're polishing it all wrong! Are we seriously out of trolls?
Almost
These
done.
Greagles
They're
simply
not
aren't
evil enough.
evil
Got it,
enough.
Chaos. Got it. And as soon as he does this, you're pretty much able to skip. I think you can skip right about now. Okay, and we'll go back to Woodborough. That was fun. Now we gotta wait for Chaos to listen to his mom, try and scare him, and she's pretty cool looking.
Glumshanks, what are you doing here? Yeah.
His dental on the bottom
Glumshanks,
really needs some
you
work.
look different somehow. I don't know.
Poor
Less
Gloomshanks.
evil.
I wonder why he has so much war paint.
What's happening?
I wonder if he's like a baseball player.
Why have you
He's too short.
summoned
Maybe
me?
he could play shortstop.
Hey, Glumshanks, what did did you do?
Oh, Master, I didn't.
I don't know why shortstops were ever short. Seems like they would be better tall. Anyway. Alright, so almost your mother. Okay, and here we go. Back to Cloud Break. Back to Woodborough.
Glad to see you back here in Woodborough, Skylander.
Alright, Rufus. Gotcha. Yep. You want us to go see Snagglescale. Appreciate it. Don't need to go see Snagglescale. Alright, while we cruise on over here, let me get our favorite. Guy back over here. And get him in the mix, and guess who it is? Whoa, it's Gorilla Drilla. What? That's crazy. When was the last time it was actually Gorilla Drilla? That's not right. Our Sky Diamond, our favorite. Actually, we're not close. It's pretty stupid that I did that. And there we go. Get him over here. Sprocket over there. And start carving away. Actually, I think it's better if I build a turret. And then we can really get some output in here. The turret was probably a better idea if I had just done it earlier rather than later, but it's okay. Still gonna get plenty of cash mola. Alright, thanks Grilla Drilla. It's crazy that you actually were Drilla, not Grilla something. Alright, so we'll head over here. Sprocket's gonna run, and get some of her awesome upgrades. Let's see what kind of upgrades you can get a Sprocket. Alright, so turret gun-o-matic deals more damage. Let's see how much that does. Hopefully it gets it above 30 damage per second. We'll get some bouncing Betty mines, see how much that does. And then we'll 2 active turrets at once. Not all that exciting. Power surge. Okay, so some combo stuff. Now deployed bouncing Betty mines at once. So that's probably better than the other one, which is just tank awesomeness. But we'll see. Of course, we will test them out, both of them. So let's see what a wrench does. A wrench still does that. No, can't put it there. Okay, version 2.0. Let's see how much it does. It's dealing 10 per shot. Same rate. So that equals 60 times 10, which is 600. And then that's going to be the same time. So it does deal over 30 per second, which is not bad. Let's see, a bouncing Betty mines. So I think it just does, there's just one. You just toss it down. Deals 50. They only last for so long before nothing happens to them. If you fling it right at a bad guy, it'll deal 50. I don't think that's actually going to be an excellent damage per second output, but it's more like a trap type deal. So, but we'll see how long it takes to do. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7.4 seconds to do 10 of them.